Shalom, according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pusher his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled Only One, right? And I titled it Only One because there's only one power, only one omnipotent being, which is Yahweh, right? Isaiah 45:5. I am the Lord, Yahweh, and there is none else, right? Lord in caps is referring to Yahweh. When it's in lowercase, it's referring to Yahweh Shai. I am the Lord, Yahweh, and there is none else. So he's saying there's no one else with him. There is no power beside me, because God also means power in Hebrew. So there's no power or God beside me. So he's the only one. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. So he's talking to, Israel, right? They that may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So he's saying he does all those things. So he forms the dark and creates the light, right? And you want to talk about just light and dark, like in dark day, and on top of it, you can talk spiritually in sense of darkness and light, right? Wickedness and righteousness, right? And you can see like all these things happening in world news. Shut down facility. You got some small things. China passes billion COVID shots. Then Brazilians protests Bolsonaro's rule as country. Right, all these things, the Most High is doing all of it, right? When people die, people get sick, even this nonsense, Pastafarians, like what the hell is that? But the Most High is doing all this, right? Because there's a reason for it. It's prophecy. So let's go to Deuteronomy, because the point of this lesson is just to show that the Most High controls everything, right? And there's a lot of other scriptures you can go into, but I just wanted to make this short by, pulling up a few scriptures. Because you can really, the whole scripture, like the whole Bible, you can use that. That's why you can be talking all day. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he. It's Yahweh talking. And there is no God with me. So he's saying there's no God with him. Once again, saying the same thing, just in different words. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right? So he wounds, he heals, he kills, he makes alive. So when someone gets healed in anything, even if it's through medicine, Esau's surgeries and stuff like that, the Most High did it. It wasn't Esau. The Most High did it. Right? Whether someone got touched and he got healed, or they went through surgery and they got healed. Whether they took medicine, they got healed, or whether they took herbs and they got healed. And I say medicine, I mean pills, like pharmaceuticals, right? Either or, the Most High did it. Okay? And he also said, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So once you're in the Most High's hands, which you're always in his hands, no one can get you out of his hands. It's not like there's a scapegoat trick where you talk to Satan and he puts you on his team and the Most High can't touch you. No, that doesn't work. Even the people that worship Satan are still in the hands of the Most High, because Satan, right, answers to the Most High. He's the son of Yahweh, just on the left-hand side. Satan's the Most High's son on the left-hand side, right? The top general or top angel on the left-hand side. So people forget that. Either they forget it or they don't even know it because they don't read the scriptures, right? But the point is that the Most High does all these things, okay? So now we're going to go to Daniel 2:20. Daniel answered and said, Daniel 2:20, Daniel answered and said, blessed be the name of Yahweh forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his, right? Because it comes from Yahweh. And he changes the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings, right? So when you see these, you can look at ancient times, all these great kingdoms, Egypt, Greece, Rome, the Babylonian Empire. I can keep going. The French when they're in rulership, all these kingdoms, all these people when they're in the rulership, the Most High set them up, and then when they came down, the Most High brought them down. Right? He controls all of it. Right? He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. Of course he knows what's in the darkness because he created it. Right? And he created the light. Right? He reveals the deep and secret things. So when people get revelations, whether it's in the world or in the truth, right, it's from the Most High. He gave that information to that person. So Esau, when he gets all his revelations about his new technology, it came from the Most High. The Most High gave him that. And then at the end of the day, Esau's going to need that technology to try and combat Yahweh Shai and the angels, even though he won't be able to. Hence why I said try and combat, right? Because all of this is just setting Esau for that big fall, right? But the point, once again, is that the Most High does all these things. He does everything because he is everything. So we're going to go to Daniel 4 and 17 and finish with that. Daniel 4 and 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, which are the elect, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. Right? So what's the kingdom of men? Earth. Right? This carnal plane that we're living in. Right? Because it's a kingdom of men, because we can die. Right? Men can die. They live and they die. Right? It's not a kingdom of angels. Even though we are angels trapped in bodies. Right? Well, the elect are. Israel. Israel, the elect. More importantly, the elect, because everything's about the elect. And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men, right? The basis of men is Esau, because he's in rulership right now. He's a base man, right? But once again, I read that to show that the Most High rules over everything. He controls everything, because he is everything, right? So anytime something happens, you have to understand the Most High made it happen. But you have to ask, why did it happen? Did you do something wicked for that thing to happen? Or did you do something righteous for that thing to happen? Right? And you have to look within yourself and see what you're doing. You have to really do that, right? And that's why scriptures also say, know thyself, right? So you got to know who you are and what you're doing and what path you're on. And if you're one of the elect, you're going to be on that righteous path. If you're if you're house of David, you're going to be on that righteous path. If you're the house of Saul, you're going to be on that wicked path. It's just that simple, right? So that's the point. I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. And I'd like to close out by saying, Ka halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom, and the 2/3 as well. Kwam Yasharella, Abad Babal, Shalom.